Hey guys, UltraSafe here with an awesome functional Whirlwind Barbarian build for the Diablo 4 beta. As a disclaimer, this isn't the most busted or overpowered build, but if you're like me and just enjoy role-playing as a tornado, this is definitely the build for you. The build will focus mainly on Frenzy and Whirlwind, with Leap and Rallying Cry for mass Fury generation. The idea of the build is to jump into large groups, shout, and be at max Fury, with that Fury melting everything in your path with Whirlwind. You are awarded 40 Fury from leaping into the pack, and given an additional 25 for Rallying Cry. First off, we start our build with 1 point into Frenzy, as this is going to be our primary Fury builder. Then up to Enhanced Frenzy for the additional Fury, and 1 point into Battle Frenzy. That's going to be enough to open up our second set of abilities. From here we want 1 point into Whirlwind, 1 point into Enhanced Whirlwind, and depending on your weapon type, 1 point into Violent or Furious Whirlwind. Violent for anything non-slashing, Furious for anything slashing, and we go ahead and max out Whirlwind. Now we move on to our third set, starting out with Rallying Cry, just a single point there, and move into Rallying Cry and Tactical Rallying Cry, which is a very important part of this build for Fury generation. Now moving on to Iron Skin, Enhanced Iron Skin, and Tactical Iron Skin for the healing and barriers that it provides. Moving right into the next set, we're going to go ahead and max out Swiftness for the movement speed. Next up, Leap, another mandatory skill for this build's Fury collection, followed up by Enhanced Leap and Power Leap for the additional Fury boost. The next skill point can be used at your discretion. As we need 1 point to get into our last tree, I'm going to go ahead and throw it into Pit Fighter as a temporary choice. Last but not least, Call of the Ancients, Prime Call of the Ancients, and Supreme Call of the Ancients as Corlick will be another Fury generator for us, and this will help us with bosses and elites as a large DPS increase. Now we'll get into itemization and the affixes that we can utilize for the build. These are not mandatory, but will massively increase your DPS if they're used correctly. First up, Whirlwind Pulls for grouping enemies. Secondly, Leap creates earthquakes, so we jump into packs, we leave them taking damage while mitigating it ourselves. Third up, Whirlwind Crits, pretty self-explanatory. Next two, we have Damaging Elites grants a barrier, and deal extra damage while you have a barrier. That will increase your DPS a lot when you're using Iron Skin, very useful. Basic skills grant damage reduction, strictly survivability. Gain Fury while berserking, another passive for Fury building. And last up, we have Whirlwind Leaves Dust Devils that deal extra damage to surrounding enemies. And that's it for my Frenzy Whirlwind Barbarian build. I hope you found this video useful. And if you want to support my channel, or you want to see more build videos like this one, just comment below and let me know. I do my best to respond to all comments, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you made it this far, you might as well like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.